So we're on our way to Garysburg, North Carolina. We're going to do some testing with Kyle Connor of Out of Spec Motoring. It's early, but it's about 5 hours worth of driving, 314 miles. I'm in line for my Scottish breakfast this morning. So good morning. Headed to Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina, and then on to the North Carolina Center for Automotive Research. Working with Kyle Connor today. Well, I made it here to Interstate 40 now, eastbound. Just left Morganton, North Carolina. So we're currently in Autopilot. For those of you who are new to a Tesla and maybe don't realize what Autopilot is, anytime you see this little blue ball here, means that we're actually operating in Autopilot. And then if you look close here, you can see the two lines which indicate the side of the lane, which means that the car is driving between these lanes and keeping its distance from the vehicle in front. Coming into Winston-Salem, North Carolina now. 36 miles to the supercharger in Greensboro. Well, I'm here in Greensboro, North Carolina at the Sheetz Travel Center. One thing these guys do very well is that they allow you to place an order for fast food, and they make everything to order. It's not cooked up before. They host an 8-stall here in Greensboro with the services available inside, and the 8-stall supercharger, I give them a 9 out of 10. Nice place. Back on the road eastbound here on Interstate 40, just left the Greensboro supercharger there at the Sheetz Service Center. Continuing east now on Interstate 85, we're going to turn northeast soon. Northeast bound Interstate 85 now. Falls Lake here. Big giant lake. Kind of north of Durham. Got 38 miles to go, and then we get off on Highway 1, then Highway 158, I think. Well, there's a defunct gas station. I think they're all going to be that way. All right, I am off on Highway 1, which will connect to Highway 158.
Now turn right onto US Highway 158.
to Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina. Well, we're here, and there's Kyle's test car. That's the Audi E-Tron. I don't know what version it is, but that's the one we're going to be testing here.
It's got a lot of grip. Look at all these birds hanging out. They don't know what's coming for them.
And it's like, look out, look out.
So even though I've turned traction control off, I still feel it kicking in on us. It feels big and heavy. Look, you can drift it. Yeah, Audi E-Tron drifting. Kinda. Let's go, car. Nope. Understeer, oversteer.
You're all over the place.
It doesn't know what to do. I think it must be equal power front to rear. So it's
fighting, I think.
yeah, it's just very neutral balance.
Yeah.
But when you chuck it around, you can get it to rotate.
Yeah.
I like this car. But you see it has this boost function here in the screen. That when I push the pedal to the floor,
boost.
it's 100. Then I push the kick down and we get the boost.
Oh, yeah.
But I noticed coming down the straightaway that we already were running out of a little bit of the boost because I think you only get it for 5 seconds or something.
Oh, I heard that.
Let's try a launch. You know, it's not a fast car. It's 0 to 60 in 6 point something.
It feels like we're on ice. That, you know, we're suspension.
It's air
kind of
suspension.
loosey-goosey.
Yeah, I'll say it feels better than Model X driving hard. All right, launch mode. I mean, it's got the kick.
Yeah. Don't run over what's his name.
Yeah, Rich, I won't. We'll just make a quick little change here. I mean, it's got good body control. It's just heavy. You can feel all that weight moving around, you know?
And we're high, too.
Yeah, it's just super roly-poly.
Yeah.
They did a good job of managing the weight, though.
Yeah, I would say for what it is, it handles exceptionally well.
Mm.
It just feels heavy, doesn't it?
It's heavy.
Yeah.
I don't like his high and heavy.
Right. Well, you can buy a module to lower it all the way to the ground.
Buy a module.
Well, it's aftermarket, yeah.
Oh, aftermarket.
Yeah. But I think it's got actually quite a lot of grip. And the braking performance is very impressive. I like how you can just lift off drifting. I think that's really funny. Like you just go wide, stuff it in. Oh, you can feel ESP kick in there. You felt
exactly.
that? Even though it's off, it didn't like that.
Oh, it's not going to let you. You probably have to put in some special something. Oh, you're looking good.
I feel like I'm playing Gran Turismo right now. Oh, it just went away. We're going to crash. There we go. I think I have to stay below a certain speed.
Probably. Wait, don't go past 20. Is 20 the magic number? You're at 18, 17.
What a machine, though. You can tell this thing is a one solid brick.
It does stick pretty good. It doesn't have too much body roll, but I think that's the suspension holding that up is what I suspect.
Right.
As you get into that turn, it compensates.
Right, the air bumps up on that side. Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
I can see that. What fragrance would you like for our track use?
What?
You can go here and select your fragrance.
Do you
Would you like winter or summer?
I don't know. Let's do winter.
Yeah, okay. I have winter set to strong now. I just turned it on
by
clicking this thing. And we can turn our...
And where do you get the winter smell?
I don't know, and I think you can buy different smells as cartridges from
Do you
Audi.
download that too, and it
No,
synthesizes it from the air or
Yeah,
something?
You probably got to go to Audi and buy cartridges.
Okay.
And,
$20 for a cartridge.
probably
Can you
more.
get fart spray?
You probably could just put whatever kind of juice you want in there, I would imagine. I'd say it sticks really well. So this is traction control full on. Let's see how it handles that. Still rotation-y. Got floor though.
That did
Come
pretty
on.
good.
Yeah, it didn't
It
give
turned
me the
you
power.
down is
Yeah.
what it did.
And then you can click it once and you get ESC Sport. It says warning exclamation point. Limited stability.
Vorsicht.
The Germans, man, they're scared when you start turning their systems off.
Well, yeah, it's the bean counters.
Yeah, the lawyers got to cover their asses. Yeah, see, the boost is limiting us there.
Yeah.
It's cutting back out of boost. Let's just chuck it in pretty hard.
Oh, the traction control's all over that.
Yeah, it's got that. The brakes are really good, I gotta say. Can you drift it with ESC and Sport? Kind of.
Kinda.
You just gotta regen drift it, which is kind of the funny part.
Oh, it breaks it loose,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
when you get the weight off of it, see it.
Yeah.
But you feel it grab the brakes there?
Yeah.
No E-Tron.
Some
is ever-
German back in Germany's getting this message from this car. He's going, holy crap, what are you doing,
Some
Nine?
Audi is driving like crazy. Would you like your footwell temperature to be slightly warmer or cooler than your
Let's
face
do it-
temperature?
Let's do it a little cooler. What do you
I'll
think?
put you -1, whatever
Awesome.
that means. Let's just go for the full -2.
Oh, look at that. 2
And
degrees
I'll go
cooler.
for the +2.
Awesome.
We'll just see if it can handle that. Now, no one, someone who gets in this car will never know that option's ever there.
Yeah.
What a cool, lots of options here. I'm going to go for a massage, I think. Let's see what kind of massage I would like. I think I will have an activation massage at full intensity.
Activation.
Yes.
Is it an animation there?
It's
with
actually pinging either side of my back.
But
all
we're
the
not
way up.
getting any animation.
No
does it look
animation.
like?
The Mercedes animates.
Wow.
So that's a reason to buy an EQC, I
I'm
guess.
thinking that's correct.
Software update.
That's it.
That's an over-the-air.
Oh,
It
there's
does-
your summer fragrance.
I like winter better.
Yeah, this is a little girly, I think.
It's like J.C. Penney magazine.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Scratch and sniff.
That's right. Let's go back to winter on light fragrance level.
Oh.
I gotta say, that's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
Can you imagine they got a whole department
Oh,
to
they
make
do.
that software?
This is
the
someone's...
fragrance department
Yeah.
with the fragrance software guy.
Well, then you have the fragrance department at BMW competing with the fragrance department at Audi. And that's why whenever you watch those engineering videos, they have the vice president of headlight illumination at Audi. They have these stupid job titles. But 1 in 3 Germans are employed in the auto industry.
Well, it puts
Makes
beans
sense.
on the table, or in this case, Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel, that's right. Let's shoot some one-laps. Well, I don't really think there's much you guys need to do. You'll
Okay.
kind of just stay in your spot here in this car.
Okay.
And Timon will drive it around. Oh, so let's go back to the... So I'll meet you over at the start line. What a tank of a car this thing is.
Got little birds.
They're pretty quick, those birds. Let's curb it. Yeah, I think I have ESC in Sport, and that's why it was grabbing brakes there. Alright, I'm going to park this right over here.
If you look close, You can see the smoke coming off the tire.
Why you don't like those cars?
I think I've got this figured out. There's a lot of controls in here that require setting, but I think I got it. A lot of knobs and buttons and things. Got the navigation set up, heading to Kyle's house. It's got an interesting sound on slow speeds. I guess it's a pedestrian warning. If you listen. Seems to continue to make noise. I can't tell if that is the warning sound or the gear noise or what. Very nice car. It's kind of like the Model X. It's heavy, sits high. This has a lot of features in it, a lot of screens and things. So I'm going to try to drive and do all this at one time. Following Kyle in the Model Y here. It's got some interesting graphics. Okay, I've managed to set the lane keeping. Following Kyle up there in the Model Y. Set it for 3. Set the speed up enough where we're doing the right speed here. Interesting though, I know the map here, but it's shown upside down. I'm sure there's a way to flip it around. I'm going to punch around a few buttons here and figure out what's going on. Lane keeping's on. I'm not sure exactly how to keep it happy, but I'll try to do that. Sure, a lot of knobs and buttons here to learn, but it's okay. I think we're good to go. It's steering now. Staying in the lane, so far so good. So the car's pretty quiet. I'm hearing a little motor noise, maybe some wind noise, but it's pretty darn quiet. Take over. I don't know why it was whining at me. I guess I didn't have my hand on the wheel. Should be good now. So I've been driving the Audi E-Tron here for a little while. I gotta say, there's way too much stuff here in the dash. I know you can change it around and all, but what I got set up here, it's way too cluttered. It's on lane keeping. It does not change lanes. You actually have to take the steering wheel and change lanes. And so I'll turn on the blinker here, and I'll change lanes. And when I get there, I turn the blinker off, and then I'm back to lane keeping, which is cool. I set it for 2 following distance, or 3, I can't tell. I think it's 2. So there's a lot of ambient light here. All kinds of controls and things. There's lights across the dash, and then the logo, and over on the driver's or in the passenger door. There's even a red light down there. And then all these screens, there's a whole pile of different lights and knobs, even for your seatbelt. So there you go. That's inside of the Audi E-Tron. Plus there's a bunch of stuff here up on the ceiling. And then the steering wheel. Kind of looks like a 747 or something. Alright, so our lane following is a little ping-pongy and a curve. Straightaways it likes a lot. Yeah, you can kind of see the navigation here in the... Oh, I guess we're not going that way. number. No, nothing. Guessing this is it here. But it shows me before the last exit. So unless I read it to know it's Peachtree Street, then I'll never find it. I need more information, I think, on there. It'd be helpful. So we had a really fun day today playing with the Audi E-Tron. I got to drive it back to Kyle's house for the evening. It's a nice car, it's big and heavy, and Audi did a fine job of working on the interior stuff. My only outtake here is that it takes a while to understand all the controls and all of the other types of functions inside of the car. I think for the average beginner, I think that the front binnacle should have the minimum amount of information, as it is really truly an information overload, especially when you're trying to drive the car. Overall, very well built car. It's big and heavy, and the range is limited, but again, it's a nice car. So watch for the video for tomorrow. We're going to actually do a range test and see how it does out on the road. So if you're looking to buy yourself a Tesla, the referral link here shown at the bottom of the screen will get you 1,000 miles of free supercharging. It's really a great deal. So thank you very much for watching. I'll look for you tomorrow, and take care.